I will start with this word. Trans community don't follow the caste system. Yes, believe that. I will give three kind of experience. One of my trans friend, who's a elderly trans woman, and she is a Dalit trans woman, and she is a chela of upper caste trans women, and she is regularly used to go to her guru's home. And one day she came, um, she ate her guru's home, and after that she's left to her home. She missed her room key, and she went to collect that key. And on the day she saw, uh, she ate that plates. The plates, they put it into the dustbin, and she suddenly saw that plate in the dustbin, and she was asked in the younger trans woman in that home, and she said, uh, every time we are following this thing. Why? Because of you are coming from this caste. And she's from the Arandadiyar caste, SCA. And she said, every time means, yes, every time they threw that plate, they can't use next time. Yes, believe trans community don't follow the caste system. And uh, well-known trans activist, uh, well-known trans activist, uh, they had a conversation in the public WhatsApp group, and they said, um, you and she said to another activist, you and me have a Ram and Sabari relationship. So do you think it's not a casteist word? Yes, trans community don't follow the caste system. Believe in that. And I have third experience. Two trans people, trans teams have some issues. It's a family issues. They're all staying in one family, and they had issues in the COVID-19. Because of COVID-19, all the trans people persons are having the mental issues. So and so much depressions, and they had fight to each other, and a group of upper caste trans persons, they came out to the home, and in front of the home, they are all staying in the upper caste areas street. So they came out to the home, and in front of the home they shouted to use that slur word, the casteist slur words. You can come out from the home, we are going to kill. And all the public people are listening that all the words and all the issues, and they are all kept silence. Nobody can come forward to support that Dalit trans people groups. Yes, trans community don't follow the caste system. In the rural areas, especially Dalit and Adivasi trans persons, we are facing so many discriminations because we don't have a privilege. We are in the hierarchy structure, the oppression structure. We are in the lowest level, and we have to fight with the caste system, and we have to fight with the transphobia, homophobia, fat phobia, Islamophobia, and we have to fight with the cis women, and we have to fight with patriarchy system, and we have to fight with the state and government sector. So, being a Dalit, being a Adivasi, we have to fight with every day. We have to fight with the whole hierarchy system. And where is our life? Where we have to live? We are also a human. We want to live as a fellow humans. And every day, our day is going to fight. But we still now we didn't live in this society, in this world. We want to peaceful life. And we love this world. It's like a beautiful garden. So we are also want to live with this society, but without this hierarchy systems. And the SC/ST trans people, uh, we have a very low level education and the economical backgrounds. So uh, within the queer movement, we have to struggle a lot because nobody can't express their feelings, that battle with the civil society, because their livelihood with the community, our livelihood with the community. When we raise the caste issues within the community, all the upper class savarna transfer persons and the queer persons join together and they attack us. Nobody should come forward to give the solidarity for us. So that is the fear we are having. And each and every trans person from the rural areas, we don't have a safe space to share our feelings. In trans, the Dalit Adivasi trans women, Dalit Adivasi trans men, we don't have a safe space. And Dalit Adivasi queer community, gender non-conforming person, and gender non-binary persons, our livelihood, it's completely going to double amount of struggle compared with the other trans persons. And the National Council, we had a discussion before. In that National Council, I have to say it's a Savarna National Council. It's completely Savarna people occupied that space. And where are our representatives from the Dalit Adivasi community? And the people who are all in that National Council member, they're all, and even the officials, cis community officials, people also very new about the caste issues in the Indian society. I want to share, remember that last year Trans Act discussion, it's happened in the parliamentary, and uh, very less parliamentarian raised these issues. We want, trans people want the reservational rights. But that Ministry of Social Justice Empowerment, he openly said, no, we can't. So this is the state we are living. We are asking our rights. It's basic rights. We want to live with a dignified life. But you people didn't ready to give our rights. So we are ready to fight. Our battling is, our fight is going on. And that MBC reservation in Tamil Nadu, as per Nalsa versus Union of India, we are following the reservation thing. All the trans persons, they put it into the MBC category reservation. If you want to use your caste reservation, you should have a community certificate. And the trans person's livelihood. We left from our home and we are facing the discrimination within the family circle, and we didn't get our certificates. So how do we give the proof? A and B. If we don't have a caste certificate and we are considered as MBC category, and if I face some atrocity, for example, I told that two upper class and Dalit trans persons groups had a fight, and that Dalit trans person went to the police station and they said, no, we don't file a SC/ST atrocity act because they don't have a caste certificate. So the COVID-19. During the COVID-19, all the metropolitan city and the upper class trans persons, upper class queer people, they're all getting so many benefits. Okay, I agree. You're also affected the pandemic situation, and we are also affected the pandemic situations. And being a Dalit and Adivasi people, we are staying in the rural area, very rural area. And I have to share one experience. One of our Dalit trans women who's a HIV infected trans person who wants to get the ART medicine, and she registered her ART center. She's belong, the based in Tuticorin district, but her ART center is a Tirunelveli district. We don't have a transport facility to get the medicine to travel the Tuticorin to Tirunelveli. It will take around, at least 20 to 30 kilometers. So we don't have a transport facilities, and she stayed in the very rural area. In the city, from city to her hometown, it's around 40 kilometers. And her IRT medicine got over. So we tried to, she called to us. We tried to get a medicine for her. And she's a folk dancer also. And that health inspector, that 1077, it's a helpline number. We tried to call them, and that health inspector said, what is the ART medicine? So we said, I was like completely pissed off on that time, but on that time also we educating that government officials. And finally he said, okay, we will inform to the higher officials. So we didn't get a response one day. And next day, she didn't have a ART medicine. And before the 3 days before only, we heard the news in the Bombay, a trans woman who was killed herself. She was attempt suicide because she didn't get and she's also a HIV infected trans person. She didn't get a proper nutrition food. So from that, we strongly believe we have to protect that trans persons. So we tried to call our health minister, and the health minister team said they didn't respond, and they said, okay, we will do, and after that they didn't do nothing. And we finally called our district collector. We informed all the things, and we sent the medical report and her medical reports. After that, he put the efforts, and the surrounding the 3 districts, Tirunelveli, Tuticorin, and the Virudunagar district collector, they 3 of them are coordinate. Okay, we will give the ART medicine to on door delivery. We are giving the door delivery to the trans persons. And this trans person, we didn't have a transport facilities, and finally we got the medicines, and we traveled to give the medicine to her. So this is the situation in the society. So the people who have the privilege, they are only access the mainstream platform. And people like us, we don't have a underprivileged. We are in the underprivileged background. We don't have this. And finally, the rental house. We are all staying in the rental house, and the Dalit, Adivasi trans person, the rural area trans persons also, they are staying in the rental house. During the pandemic time, suddenly, the landlords, their mentality, it's like that only. They will tell immediately, please vacate our house. So this what happened in the various districts in the Tamil Nadu, and especially rural area trans persons. And that time, we didn't have a place to stay. So in our home, we gave the accommodation, and I also went to the Tuticorin to visit that cooperative society construction work, and I also stuck in the Tuticorin district. And I also stayed in one of my daughter's home. It's very small, and in that home we are also gave the accommodation. We are staying together. It's a single bedroom home. We are staying together more than 16 trans person in the home during the pandemic. And the um, it's in the legal perspective, new education policy. I have to talk about the new education policy. It says, we are talking about the Trans Act, but as well as the new education policy also suffer people a lot. So we know this government it's not for us. This government is for upper caste people. This government is for corporate people. So they form a new education policy. In that new education policy also, they mentioned the transgender persons, children in the schools. And we from the Dalit community and the Adivasi community persons, we are facing too much discrimination in the school side, because in South Tamil Nadu, the caste is the root of the caste is it's from the school education. So the new education policy doesn't protect our community people, and it doesn't protect the trans community also. And it didn't talk about a single word about the reservational rights, reservation in the education system, and what are the abuses we are facing in the educational institutions, the mental abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse. They didn't talk about these three kind of abuses, and they didn't protect us from these three kind of abuses. And finally, uh, okay, um, the I have to finish this word. Caste is everywhere. We are fighting for equality, and we are fighting to get a equality society. Thank you, Jai Bhim.